and thank you for watching my vlog. And this vlog is on save your money, groom your own dog, and I'll show you how. I've been a sheepdog owner for a little over 12 years now, and I groom my own dog. And I walk them through the neighborhood, and quite often I'll have people ask me, "Oh, where did you have your dog groomed?" And I'll tell them, "Oh, I did it myself." And they're like, "Oh, I wish I knew how to do that." So this video is for those people that are thinking about maybe grooming their own dog, but don't have the expertise or know-how or even know where to get started. So your most important tool that you're going to be using is the clippers. Especially with heavy coated dogs like an Old English sheepdog, you need something that's durable and that will last a while. So this one here I actually bought on eBay probably a little over 11 years ago, and it was used at the time. I paid $50 for it, but they retail from anywhere from I think $180 to maybe $200. And some of the blades that I got, it actually goes by the higher the number, the shorter the blade. So this one here is the one if you get into the really tight spaces where you need to, I use it for mainly getting in between the paws. And then you've got a little bit longer, number 10, and the number 4. So to keep his coat a little bit longer, I tend to use this blade. And then if you want the fur a little bit longer, you may want to try some of these combs that you can attach right to your blade, and that'll leave the fur a little bit longer. And another important piece that you're going to need for grooming your dog is the grooming table. This one I have set up perfectly that when Crosby is actually standing on here, he's just at the right height where I'm not going to hurt my back, especially if you're going to be standing here for maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And this is a really good harness, prevents them from wanting to leap off the table in the middle of clipping. So that's not a good thing if they try and do that, so this will help prevent. And another important thing I learned with the Oster blades is you don't want to put the blade on, shut it, and then turn it on. What you want to do is you want to put it in a little mechanism there, put the blade in, and then you want to turn it on. Wait till it's powered up a little bit, and then push the blade on. That's the best thing to treat your Oster clippers well. If you have a big dog, what you want to do regularly is practice picking your dog up, because if your dog ever gets injured and you have to bring it to the vet, you want to be able to pick it up and have no problems with that. So Crosby here is about 80 pounds, so he's got some good weight to him. So you want to put him on the table, and then you want to hook him up to your harness. Right, Roz? But I find that the head is the most work, because you're trying to get around the eyes and you're trying to get his beard all clean and everything. So I usually do it first because it's the most time. So when you get down to his fur here, the important thing is now you want to let the clippers, the blade, do the work. So I just got these sharpened, so it's going to cut, well actually it's a little matted in some parts here. And if it's matted, what you don't want to do, you don't want to pull the fur up and then cut into it, okay? You could hurt your dog that way. You want to let the clippers do all the work and cut into the fur for you, okay? So especially for the mat, just let the clippers do their own digging here, and then once it's mat free, it's going to cut into it just like it's doing. The ears are a little tricky because you don't know where the skin is and where the actual fur is. So I use a little bit shorter blade. I use my number 10 blade, and I just put my fingers in behind the ear, and you can actually feel the blade coming through, and you can actually work your way down and make sure that you actually don't clip the skin on the ear. The other thing about the home groom, as you can see by Crosby, a lot of the groomers leave the face really long. I actually find it's all stinky and matted, so that's why I like to shave them right down. So the nice thing about the home grooming, or I should say the bad thing about home grooming is, you know what, I'm not going for perfection for looks. I just want a nice clean dog. Across. So you can see he's really coming along here. Got him on probably a little over half done here. The legs are also a tricky part here too. And what some people do is they don't actually clip this. What they'll do is they'll actually use scissors, because some people like the legs left a little bit longer. Okay, we're almost there, eh, Cross? So the last part here, so you've got most of the fur off now. So what you want to do is you want to take your longest blade, and for me it's the number 4 blade. What I'm going to do, you can just see the little tufts that are left here, and now I'm just going to go around with the clipper and see if I can just even out his hair a little bit. And Cross is starting to get a little restless now, so hopefully it won't be much longer. Well, I think that's it. I got them all shaved, so now for the last and probably most important part, you gotta let your dog have a little run. So you gotta give him a little reward for his patience for the last hour, hour and a half. He usually gets a little puppy bird now. Go Pete. Try and get him to go to the bathroom, and then we'll bring him in for a bath. And that is it. We're all finished. As you can hopefully see on the video, I'm now covered in dog hair, but I'm all done. The dog is drying off. And anyways, there's a few tips. Hopefully you can use some of these if you are planning on saving your money. You can do it yourself, and you don't necessarily need a professional groomer. And anyways, stay tuned for my next video.